I'm loving some Leno.
What is a Leno?
Oh my goodness, you guys.
We got a lot.
Hold them out here. What is a Leno? I'm going to name my next child Leno.
Oh my goodness.
Because I love Leno so much. What are you naming your next child?
That was unexpected. I thought, how will my life change? Goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so we have a lot to talk about today. One is to describe what a Leno fabric is and tell you how fabulous it is. We have new kits, beautiful representations and digital designs, fabrics with Swiss laces.
Yeah, that's really gorgeous.
Isn't that beautiful?
This little sweet new edging and a lawn that the flowers on this edging are the perfect size, perfect match to go with it. I mean, this makes me want to sew.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
So if you are following us on Instagram, you can hop onto Facebook or YouTube and get an overhead view, which gives you better detail of what we're describing. And sometimes we're looking down here, but really we're on an overhead view for Facebook and YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for tuning in today. Why don't we get started with the Lillian dress by Collars, etc.
It's a cute one.
It is.
I mean, not cute. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Trudy Horn is the owner of Collars, etc. And she has, I mean, I want to be like critically acclaimed instructions and patterns and layouts. And it's really fabulous the way she breaks down all of her.
She's quite the artist also.
Yes.
And has beautiful designs for hand embroidery.
Mm-hmm. So this is the Lillian. It has a gathered round. It's almost like a yoke, but it's really just like an inset piece into the A-line of the dress. How do you say that? It's not a yoke, but it is gathered into a seam that meets at the front.
It's kind of like a T pattern, but it's a rounded yoke, and then all the dress part is gathered up into the rounded yoke.
It's inspired by a baby dress from the 1930s.
Yeah,
Lillian features understated but elegant details. So this is really beautiful.
I would say all of her, you could say that about all of her garments. They're so classic and gorgeous. And Crystin she's been going through the old classic sewing magazines and finding wonderful things.
So if you own spring of 2017, Kathy Dykstra did a gorgeous representation of the Lillian by Collars, etc. So let's go to the overhead and see what we can see. So here's a view of the dress. So she did white and blue with blue accents.
You know what? She did this on the machine
embroidery.
It's machine embroidery, like shadow work. It's beautiful.
It's really pretty.
Yeah.
So I believe she used a satin batiste or somewhere in that world. But it's a gorgeous weight for this style. We do carry this, and we have the Crystin gown version, and then also this little girl version. What's the pattern range? Size range?
1 to 4.
1 to 4.
Sizes 1 to 4 in this, and then the other one's the baby size, like the Crystin. Oh, actually, it's right over there, the Lillian. So now we can say.
We're thinking for springtime creations, you might need this baby's up to 18 months for the Crystin gown, and then also a dress version. And then Trudy also has the little bit larger for the 1 to 4.
There's a bonnet in that one too, really sweet.
It is really pretty.
Yeah.
Another one of our favorites is the bodice dress, and then also the Will by Collars, etc. Those are
well, and actually, speaking of the bodice dress, so we just got in this lawn, and the colors, they're so wonderful. They're all these shades of pink, and they're just bright and pretty, sweet. And so I'm thinking the bodice dress or the tuck dress. I pulled the tuck dress out too.
Oh, that would be really
cute. The tuck dress, both by Collars, etc., Trudy Horn. And then really a simple dress, but with this brand new going on our website today, Swiss edging, and it's scalloped with just exactly the right size flowers, the same look as in this fabric. But that should be gathered up around the neck as it shows on the tuck dress view too. And then you could do the same thing with the bodice dress.
But what's so funny is I was flipping through trying to find Kathy Dykstra's design again. I also, excuse me, I also landed on
Yeah.
who
That's
created
Carol
this?
Alice.
Carol
Alice did
Alice.
this.
Excuse me. So this is the Carol Alice. This is also spring of 2017. It's what we're envisioning is very similar to these looks.
Now she used the Children's Corner Louise pattern to make this, and then the adaptations that Carol Alice used, she scooped the back, and so these dresses are really sweet with a little scoop back, and then the Swiss edging gathered around the neckline, and then a satin belt. Well, this one has a satin belt. These have maybe some Swiss.
But
insertion.
how easy! I mean, this is almost like a one fabric kind of thing.
It is, and be quick.
Yes, super pretty.
In fact, I want to make this, so maybe I will.
We got some hellos from rainy California.
Hey.
It's raining here too.
We had a snowy Wisconsin.
Oh,
And they're loving the beautiful edging and pink fabric.
good. So do I. I just fell in love with it, and so handed it to Christy just a few minutes ago and said, "Oh, take a picture and put this on so we can show everybody." Look how pretty that is.
It is so
I
pretty.
mean, this just needs a white Swiss edging with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just gorgeous.
So, in the sewing kit arena, sewing kits have all the parts and pieces to create the look. What we have been loving to provide is something we call a digital design. So instead of just showing you all these lovely parts and pieces, we actually give you a mental image with a digitally designed fabrics and trims.
It's more than mental.
Yeah, right? It puts it in your mental
Yeah,
because you can see it.
That's right.
So here we have the Briley by Bonnie Blue Designs, and we've put the special touches of rickrack at the hem. On the, have you ever done a bow out of rickrack?
No.
I tied it up and I thought it
Did
looked
you like
pretty.
the way it went?
I mean, it's floppy and it's kind of weird,
Yeah.
but honestly, for this dress, it looks really cute on the hips.
Well, you know, the interesting thing is, and now that I'm looking at this seersucker, I love this seersucker. It's pastel stripes. It's kind of like rickrackish.
Weird and rickracky.
Yeah.
So
it's rickracky the way it bumps.
this is
But
actually a blend fabric too.
Yeah,
It's a
is.
poly cotton.
Yeah.
So seersucker, it hides the wrinkles anyway because it already has that puckered effect. But this one is absolutely going to be
pretty much easy care.
or pre-wrinkled, however you want to look at that.
That's right. You're not going to put them in their car seat on the way to church, and then they're going to get out looking like a wrinkled mess.
You can take this thing right out the dryer actually and
that's
throw it on
right.
the baby.
That's right.
Okay, so we have the Briley. That's brand new. What size range is that? Up to 4 years. Another kit that we are featuring again is our Excellent Sundress. So it's a little novelty print. It's almost like a vintage kind of throwback. Let's see. It looks directional.
Yeah.
So
I
we
think it is.
have this little guy peeping out of an egg. That's pretty cute.
I like this. I call this a vintage green, old-fashioned green. This soft green color. I love that color.
That is cute.
That's pretty.
So, and there's your mental image. Little gingham ties at the pockets. So, super cute. If you need a last minute or if you need like a play dress for this Easter spring season, this would be really sweet.
That's a good one for an Easter egg hunt.
My bunny rabbit had babies yesterday.
Oh.
So, spring is coming over here in
Oh.
South Carolina.
My cat had kittens.
Oh, yeah.
They're
And
really,
Sally's
really cute.
Having a kid named Leno.
Yeah.
So, tell me about Leno Fabrics.
All right. Well, we just got in these beautiful Leno fabrics from Spain, and so I thought, you know, I didn't always know what a Leno fabric was, but I've learned over the years. So Leno fabric kind of gives the idea or the impression that if you could do this by hand, where you pull a thread out of a let's say a linen. Cindy Foose did this, and she did a beautiful work. You pull a thread, you can then make a design around it where it almost looks like a hem stitching or entredo or something like that, or an insertion. This particular one is called fileture, but it has these little tiny holes in the weave. And so when I looked up Leno, it talked about the weave of it.
The first time I
show
ever
you
saw
this.
it was in a Cindy Foose class, actually. And so, as far as I know, and maybe there's a richer word for it, but it's actually like a pulled thread effect,
It
right?
does look like a pulled thread. Yes, it gives that effect, but it can show in so many different ways. And so we brought down a bunch of fabrics that we have in the shop that we call Leno, that aren't Lenos. And the description is a little more complicated for me. Leno weave is a weave in which 2 warp threads are woven around the weft threads to provide a strong yet sheer fabric. So it does create kind of a sheer area.
You absolutely can
Yeah.
see through it wherever that
Yeah.
effect is happening.
So this particular one, and there's another one too that has, this is a jacquard weave where it actually has, see these threads are kind of raised in here. So that's not a pulled thread look at all. And then here, this would be the Leno. This is the Leno, and then here's a jacquard. So, and then on top of that, it's a print. And on top of that, it has birds,
and
which
it's
I
100%
love.
cotton.
It's beautiful.
We have a question from
Yeah.
Teresa. Can Leno weave be pleated?
Probably.
Probably as much as a
Yeah.
dotted Swiss can be pleated. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got lots of stuff going on across the fabric.
Yeah,
But you could run
it's
it through.
This one, I'm sure this weight could, but I'll show you another one that just came in that I wouldn't want to try and pleat. And this we love. It's beautiful, and this has a jacquard weave and a Leno weave, and also the print. But the print it's almost like a hand painted, because you feel it's kind of raised right here. Because I tried to pull a thread in this to cut it straight, and when it hit the print, I couldn't pull it through. So we're really careful to cut this in a real even way. But I think this might be difficult to pleat, this particular one. But look how gorgeous that is.
It's beautiful.
It really kind of reminds me of Lily of the Valley, even though that's not a Lily of the Valley flower, but it has that look. So that's so cool. Maybe you can see it better on the back side.
Well, I mean, actually, it's just showing something I think is interesting. Like, if you're ever curious, is my fabric printed or is my fabric woven? Like, this is a great example, even on a white fabric. So this side you have your printed, where it's a richer, deeper color. And then on the underside, you can see how muted that is.
That's right.
But yeah, I think you can see the design a little bit better on this side. So again, this is one that's got lots going on, but it's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's so pretty. So pretty. We were really excited about getting these fabrics in. Then when I was going through the shop just a little while ago to pull out other Leno fabrics, when I pulled this, oh, I remember how much I love this.
It's beautiful.
I'll put it over dark so maybe you can see. This is so interesting. This has a Leno design, but it's in stripes going across the fabric. But then the Leno pattern is vertical. And then there's a jacquard pattern weave that's horizontal. But then all the little ones you can see through, where am I? Right here. These are parallel to the selvage edge. I'm not sure where
Do you hear how much these things are? Y'all, there's so much going on in all of these fabrics. Like, they're getting stuck in our mouths. Like,
I know.
it's hard to describe. It's beautiful.
But this as a dress or a lady's blouse, like, I would love a blouse out of this.
Goodness, y'all.
This would be beautiful.
Why am I talking so much about spring of 2017? There is a gorgeous little girl's. Look at this stunner.
Oh, that's another one.
Would this not be?
Yes, that would be
This
perfect.
would be beautiful. So
Yes.
you could use the fabric for the top bodice details, but then also, like, you know, of course, this lace insertion that you have going on at the.
This is called the Adelaide blouse.
It's beautiful. This would be perfect for the type of fabrics that we're showing y'all. So page 87 is what it is.
Oh, wow.
Look how gorgeous that is.
Wow.
Mary Lynn wants Sally to make something in the first Leno with the birds.
This is by Nancy
Oh.
Herring, by the way. Nancy Herring and the Adelaide blouse. Beautiful. Spring 2017.
I do need to make something out of that. And we will be getting in a couple of coordinates to that one.
It makes me want to say something you're like going to growl at. But I'm like, you need to make yourself something.
Listen, when I saw this, I thought,
It's
I need to make
perfect.
myself a shirt.
Yes.
I'd love a blouse out
Honestly,
of this.
this is like a tank top with a cardigan over
Yeah,
it, or this
yeah.
as the cardigan style.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
So
Yeah,
let's
that's
see if there's
pretty.
any fabric left, y'all.
Well,
Better get it quick.
So just you know, quick, so you don't get too tired of Leno's. Well, this one, I'm going to show this one because this one is exquisite. I do really like fabric, you know that?
Are you ready for a 5-minute explanation? Because it also, man,
yes.
we might not
I
can
don't
show
even
this
know
on
if
the
they can
overhead.
see it.
I know it.
But this has Leno with the open weave and vertical stripes, but in between two of the stripes is about 1 inch of the most gorgeous jacquard flowers. They're woven into the, oh my goodness,
think they
it's so
can see
pretty.
it.
The white underneath.
Oh,
To shine it through, maybe.
maybe.
It's pretty densely. Let's see. We're trying to bring it to y'all.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know.
I don't think so.
We hold it in the air.
Which is so odd because in real
Oh yeah,
life,
in the air you can kind of see. Look up. You can see it through.
but in real life, the floral like insertion plant paneling that's going on, it has a shine to it, so it shows up
Oh.
beautifully in person.
So is this black or is this midnight navy?
Black. We
me.
love to argue this.
It looks a little bit like it has a navy cast, but what do we call it? We call it black. But I know we talked about this one.
Wait, somebody is
This
like
is
required
beautiful.
to wear black leggings every day.
It's a good thing because it's all I ever wear.
So we can hold it up to our pants to tell the color
Yeah.
difference.
This,
Yes.
this is springish.
Lenos also have a textured feel. So all of that stuff that's going on, it does create a little bit of texture. That's great for wrinkling because anytime you add in a texture, most
No,
of the
you're right
time,
about that.
sometimes it's just so fine it looks wrinkled. But Leno Fabrics do have this anti-wrinkling component.
How cute of a sundress would this be?
Are y'all?
These are stripes going across.
Can you tell her child actually needs to be named this? Why don't you just start calling one Leno? You got 5 you could rename, you know. Hey, Leno.
Mom has
She's lost
flipped
it.
her cord. Listen, I love this stuff.
It's pretty.
This is nice. And this, because the stripes are horizontal, if you made a gathered skirt, this would have an automatic poof to it.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Because the stripes kind of give it that,
A body.
yeah, they
Yeah.
give it body. Look at that. I mean, that's cute, you guys.
It is. And it would be easy to gather that way
Yeah.
if you did this
yeah.
skirt in that direction.
Anyway.
Pretty, pretty.
So the last one I'm going to show.
I knew you were lying.
Because it doesn't have to be cotton. It doesn't have to be linen. And whatever this is, it's real sheer. And we have it in black. It feels like it could be nylon or
It does feel
polyester or
very
something like that.
nylon-y.
Can you see? It's a real sheer.
Mm-hmm.
But that has a Leno weave.
Let's see. Can we show y'all this one up close? Let's do it.
Maybe. This is almost like a checkerboard pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, but super lightweight.
And super dark, which you
Yeah.
can't tell as much
Yeah.
when you hold it up. So those are Leno Fabrics. They actually have this like very classy, elegant appeal to them because
They do.
the fabric is so interesting. So it makes up beautifully for heirloom garments or something that it's like an occasion kind of dress. It's very pretty.
Just the
Casual,
bodice of something.
yeah.
And then another fabric for this is like the peach, but it's gray and white.
She couldn't
Just
not do
sneaking
it.
that.
I know it. So, something that has come into our door is we have a few organic cottons or organic knit cottons on our hands. And y'all, they are so pretty. They're great for
We sold out of our first batch of the pink gingham with the watermelon, so we just had a truck deliver and we were able to put it back online.
Sometimes
Isn't
I
that
don't
cute?
see every single thing that comes in the door. This is one I actually went and looked at in person because this is beautiful
Yeah.
to me.
And a great two-way stretch. It's really, it's nice.
Well, and I
It's
like
nice.
that the watermelon has that pink hue, which really the color combinations of the background pink gingham looks really pretty with the colors they used for the watermelon.
And I'm thinking that it's not directional, right? This is an upside down piece,
This one's the other way.
Yeah.
Just right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
which means you can get a lot more of your garment pieces out of a piece of fabric if it's not directional. But
Very
the
nice.
colors are good, aren't they?
They are very good. This is another. Oh, go ahead.
I'm like, Christy, please take a picture and put this on so we can show it. Really, the guy, he was only here like an hour ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so here we have the cutest organic cotton knit with bunny rabbits on it. Bunnies and flowers. Oh, man. Look at that. Now, that one is directional.
Y'all, this is so sweet.
It's wonderful.
The colors are perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, for sewing for children. And then the animals themselves are like,
precious.
they're precious.
Yeah,
yes.
they're precious.
Like everything about it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you might have all those combinations, but the print is too scattered or you have too much white space. Like when you look at this, the fabric is just really well designed.
It is.
It's very pretty.
Yep, every part of it. It has kind of an ivory background, but wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
great.
But it's not too dark. And then this is cute as can be.
So here is like I think a lot of times that people get close to Christmas and then they have like the family pajama thing come into their mind. This would be perfect loungewear. So you could make from father to child, boy or girl. Like I think this is just fun. I love it. It's very soft. It is a knit. It's got 4-way stretch.
Okay, Denise Ferris, you need to make you and your husband matching PJs.
That's funny. So this one has all those same kind of qualities where the colors are right, the little prints are very cute, and it's spread apart nicely.
Yeah.
They want to know what the bunny fabric is called. Rabbit fabric.
Is it on yet? It's coming because I know it takes a little while for it to
I
load.
want to see a close up of
Okay,
Oh, okay.
let's do it. Here we go. Sweet, sweet. Where's the one where their little hands are crossed over? I want to show them that
like
one.
here.
Like, look how cute that little bunny is, y'all.
Lonnie said a sweet nightgown in the bunny.
Oh my
Wouldn't
goodness.
that be sweet?
Yes.
Let's do it like this. Look at the little crossed over
Oh,
little hands with one floppy ear. That's really
That
cute.
is sweet. Whoever the artist was for this,
I
wanna
wish I knew their name.
Yeah, I want to find more fabrics that they've designed.
Very pretty.
This will be connected and linked shortly.
So, one thing that we don't often carry here at Farmhouse is a gauze fabric. We occasionally get in colors of gauze fabrics. This particular one is a double gauze. Right now, this is one of our new Spanish imports, and you wouldn't believe how many times we've said that gauze fabric in the last week or so.
Yeah.
It's everything that you want from, in our opinion, it's everything that you want from a gauze fabric. For one, the shrinkage.
Well, it does not shrink in length, and so you can see how I threw this in the washer and dryer, and it looked just like this over here, and this is real flat, and I suppose you could iron this flat, but after going in the washer and dryer, it just kind of, I want to say, puffs up a little bit. So it did shrink 2 inches in width, but nothing in length.
Well, it makes me want to say, I would imagine that the more you washed and dried this, like, I feel like you could have that additional, like, shrinkage for it.
Maybe.
Like, do you think it would continue to
Maybe.
puff up?
But it's not as loosely woven as some gauze fabrics, and so I've really avoided double gauze and gauze for years because I feel like it's kind of junky looking. That terrible?
I don't feel the same.
But I've seen baby blankets out of really beautifully made gauze.
Y'all, these make the sweetest, like, oh my goodness. Emma was talking about a baby bib that she bought the other day that was out of a gauze fabric with a little ruffle going around the edge. It sounded so cute.
I bought like 10 of them.
You bought 10?
I bought every color.
She's a new aunt, y'all. But also we have rompers and little
Yeah.
things where the little baby legs show. These make up so sweet.
So my sister also, for the carrier, just bought double gauze. It hangs over, so
Right.
that way nobody peeks at the
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
Kind
Uh-huh.
of gives a little privacy, but it's so lightweight she can just easily,
Like
check
even in the
make
summer.
Sure baby's good.
Well, that's what I love. It's so hot and humid in the summers here, but you do want to cover your baby a little bit. And this is airy still and holds off you know, holds the blanket away from the baby a little. I love it. And I think plissé is the same way. This kind of reminds me of plissé because of the way it kind of puckers up a little
Here's
bit.
your suggestions for
Okay.
it.
All right.
Gauze can make beautiful summer dress for children, swaddling cloth blankets,
Right.
sun suits for toddlers.
I'm
like it.
team let's defend double gauze fabric.
I have bought all of those things for new baby.
Well, guess what? You know, I held my nose in the air and we ordered some. And it came in, and guess what? We turned right around and we ordered some more.
different ones, yeah.
Because look at the sweet print on here.
Okay,
Oh, my
okay,
goodness.
gauze is soft. Okay, you know, we like to carry the cotton gauzes, but y'all, this one is especially soft. These two, they really are different than like
Yeah.
your normal run-of-the-mill gauze fabric. Isn't that funny? That's actually appropriate run-of-the-mill.
Yeah.
In the sewing world, these colors are beautiful.
Yeah,
They're white backgrounds. So to give y'all an up close of this one too, here's the washed and here's the unwashed version.
I like the texture of the wash.
Me
I do
too. It's beautiful.
You know, we also thought a dress that would be really, really cute in this would be the Camden by Jilly Atlanta. It's a PDF pattern, and it's real simple. Round neck, pull over your head. I think it's got a little
it's a dolman
slit and then a dolman sleeve, and then
Uh-huh.
it folds back right here. I could see a summer dress out of that.
It's a
It would
little bit of
be-
a high bodice, but
Yeah.
it's not like a true waist length.
and
but
it's loose,
Mhm.
and I think it'd be a
I'm
beautiful,
loving it. Pretty,
beautiful
pretty.
dress.
they are.
So
very
Jilly
pretty.
Atlanta PDF pattern company.
This is such a simple sew too. Like if you're gonna go in the direction of a baby blanket, I mean, really
Yeah.
even not adding a layer, but if you wanted something that had a little bit more weight or warmth to it, you could line it and then bind it, and that's
Or
it.
line it and put some pretty edging on it. Look at that. That's pretty on there.
It's very pretty.
Oh my
I might would go in the
goodness.
bib form of this instead of the blanket because if you're gathering this around your edge, it might be
You've been doing a lot of gathering.
yeah,
Yeah, this is real sweet.
very pretty. Okay.
Well, back to the knit.
Yeah.
Denise Ferris says, "Oh, so exciting! Matching PJs." And
Denise.
Fred says, "Oh no."
Oh yeah. We'll have to have a picture of that. So because everybody around here is going to want Denise's recipe for fluff, I printed it 3 times so I could pass it around. So one of our questions was, what's your favorite fruit? And Fred was the first one to say what he liked, but he said, oh, if it's dipped in Denise's fluff recipe.
That sounds good.
So then Denise was kind enough to give us her recipe. And so Denise said she loves mangoes and strawberries. Got to have fluff with those berries. So she mixes cream cheese, marshmallow cream, and dry strawberry jello. And so I think nobody here has ever tried it with dry strawberry jello. And so you mix together and dip those berries in and eat. And yum. Does that sound good?
That sounds really good. I think
amazing.
I like anything that says fluff,
Yeah, me too.
whether if it's a fabric or a
So
food.
thanks, Denise. I'm sure we're going to be trying this here.
That's fun. Okay, y'all. Let me show you all a couple of these little smocking kits. So, aside from our sewing kits, which include all the parts and pieces, we do offer like a breakdown of a smocking kit. So that includes just the plate and the coordinating floss. So, we have, geared towards the Easter sewing season, we have baby lops, duck babies. These both are cross-eyed cricket. We have the spring welcome from cross-eyed cricket with butterflies.
That's cute.
I think that might be it. But y'all, we are awaiting the package from Ann Parker at Cross-Eyed Cricket.
We'll be able to show it next week. You're going to love it.
And if you can remember any time that we've gotten something in the recent past from Ann, it was exquisite. So
That's right.
we can't wait to see what's
So she
in
has
there.
a whole line. She comes out at least twice a year with a whole group of new smocking designs, smocking plate designs. And so they'll be here probably tomorrow in the mail. And we'll
gonna be
get to
fun.
show you next week.
Yep.
So these are cool.
Okay, y'all. I think is that everything we have for today? Oh, our drawing.
We're heavy on fabrics today because we've got the most wonderful fabrics in. So it's really fun to
Got
show
one
them.
question.
Yeah.
You wanna answer that. Do you carry the ironing board cover that has the inch markings on it like Abby Wilkinson?
You know, I know Abby put a link to the one that she uses, and she got it from Amazon. And we've had the June Taylor one, but we're not able to get the June Taylor one right now. So at this point, we don't have that one.
Yeah, she said she couldn't find the link. From
Oh,
I bet you can go to Abby's like in her bio on Instagram. You probably can follow her link through Amazon.
that would be
So it's going to be in her link tree. On
Abby
her.
D. Wilkinson, right? Mm-hmm.
Yep. So,
No, but if anybody knows where we can find, I'm looking for something. I'm looking.
a child she can name Leno.
I'm looking for. Maybe I'll name my cat Leno. My
Oh,
new
Ma.
kitten. I'm looking for some kind of a grid that can be like contact paper, an inch grid. Do they make it where it's actually marked off that we can put on a cutting table, and it's accurate? So I think that'd be kind of fun. I've been thinking about it, but I haven't looked yet. So if somebody knows right off the top of their head, they can say it, and then I won't have to hunt.
Cool. I feel a fuzz on my nose.
Do you?
Yes. So, okay. So we like to offer a weekly giveaway here at Farmhouse. This week we have a pre-pleated bishop for y'all. So this is an up-and-coming bishop that we're going to offer at Farmhouse. We have created this using the Children's Corner bishop pattern.
Right.
This is all that you're getting in the giveaway is this pre-pleated bishop in a size 12 months, the pattern, the floss, and then also a recommended smocking plate from Ellen McCarn. So
It was fun to watch the girls argue about which green and red were the best floss.
yeah.
I think they picked a good one.
So yes. Who's
And this
our
is
winner?
a 12-month size, and we had a lot of people enter, and I think it's going to be cute as can be.
I do too.
So why don't you draw somebody?
Okay. All right. We have. What you thinking?
Well, that's what I was thinking that too, because I just ordered some. But they were saying, what about the Cricut transfer tape? Because I just ordered some, and it looked like it had a grid, but I had to look at it to see.
Oh.
Yeah, the transfers, so when you
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's already.
uh
Right.
because mine had grids, but I haven't really looked at it.
Is
when I
it
bought
sticky?
them.
Can you stick it to the top tabletop?
Probably. I'll bring it.
Oh, okay. Good.
With no further ado, Burd. I can't say that I have a favorite smocking plate. I love them all. Favorite fruit is peaches. Looking forward to Gab and Gush, another great giveaway. Congratulations,
Thanks,
Dale.
Dell. Oh,
Yes.
go Dell.
Y'all, tune back in on next Friday. We actually are going to have Regina Carish of Come Sew With Me. March 17th, she has a new up-and-coming pattern, and she's got lots of different samples of the pattern to show here. If you're not following her already, follow her on Come Sew With Me, and she's giving y'all all kinds of sneak peeks of it over there. So join us back here next Friday.
Should I make a promise that I'm going to sew this dress by next week?
Y'all, is she going to live up to that promise is what I want to know. We'll see.
I want to make this.
Let's do
So, okay.
She promised right
I
here,
promise,
live.
right here. I can't promise that I won't eat any potato chips between now and then.
Do you want to show the pink striped dress behind you? Real
Oh, are
quick?
people asking
Somebody
about
wanted
that?
to see that.
Okay, this is one of those things I made a long time ago and never put the buttons in the back. But this is, I had a piece of fabric that had, it's Swiss fabric. It had the woven in tucks in it. Thought, how can we, oh, it came in panels. So this was part of the panel. So I lined it up. This is a Children's Corner Lillian.
Mm-hmm.
And I drew my own square neck on it. And with the little slits down here, lined it in gingham. And
It's so cute, except from the back.
yeah, look at here.
You can wear it if you walk forward.
I'm thinking we have a new generation of granddaughters that it might fit somebody, because the other ones that have long ago outgrown it. So it's time. I pulled it out because maybe I should promise that I put the buttons on by next Friday.
Nicknamed Leno. new round of granddaughters nicknamed Leno.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
All right.
Thank
See
you,
y'all next
everybody.
Friday.
Now, when do you post it? How does it post?
Crystin adds